that was horrible. Hold on, let me check my voice. Let me check my voice. Hold on. Okay, I've heard enough. Okay, Jesus Christ, 5 people already who are watching the stream right now. Hello, how is everybody doing? Um, this is another going to be another yet again ddlc plus. Of course, I'm not trying to milk this game just because it's a ddlc game, and I still think that people are still playing this. We're still getting to the story part yet, and in case if some of you are missing out on what happened to the last episode, last stream or last episode, the stream ended abruptly because to the fact that I've been using my neighbor's Wi-Fi all of a sudden, that's what happened. And for about 2 hours straight, the router gave in and it decided to just stop there. I tried to wait for about 10 minutes or so while the stream was going, and this is the point where I finally realized that there's no point of return, and then I had to end it right there. But it was fun though. That episode was pretty fun though. Like, we managed to get over 2 side stories within a single playthrough. I'm not sure if this is what we call a playthrough, but okay. We're gonna go back to ddlc plus. We're gonna play some more, and this time what we are going to do for the night is we are gonna finish the side love. I mean this side story called self love. I keep getting airheaded again. God damn it. Also, it's getting really hot here. What the hell? Hold on. I'll be back. Echo? Oh yeah, I've been hearing about you suggesting me that. I'll see what I can do, really. I'll see what. Hold on. So, right. Okay. Can I feel it? Can you feel the breeze? Okay, I think this is enough. All right. Okay. We launch off the game. Not trying to do this any further. Pretty sure it's gonna be fine, right? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is gonna be like a short stream for this day. Because whenever I'm about to do, because on about Thursday, which I'm gonna be gone on Friday, and I'll be doing something that is rather important on Friday. The next stream for this is gonna be on Thursday, where we are going to complete the second act, second to third or fourth act of the game. Wait, was it like that supposed to be? Yeah. I think it's gonna fit. I think it's gonna compress through. And then there's this, and I heard that there's this one more side story than just this. And yeah, it's just what I've seen, and I can't be a lot more curious about how to unlock it. And I think the only way to do it is when you go to another act. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so we managed to finish 2 side stories yet again, balance and reflection. It was pretty good. I can't recall for what else that happened, but it was a fun experience overall. So, all right, everybody, let's go with self-love. I actually got few dialogues through to this. Okay. All right, yeah, and the stream would have ended abruptly there. And the Wi-Fi is pretty good. I got my router back, or my family's router back. So I can finally stream pretty goodly. Okay, it's only been one day since Yuri's letter was delivered to Natsuki with Monika's help. Because Yuri chose not to attend the club meeting that day, she and Natsuki haven't faced each ever since. Yeah, although it's only lunchtime, okay, because the passing by the students was making her feel even more anxious. Secluded spot. Oh yeah, always the staircase. It's such a relaxing feeling to have a moment of solitude in the middle of a frantic school day. Oh, well, I've seen this part, really. They managed to see each other because Natsuki was gonna get a drink, supposedly. The ear grips are broke by the dog force to wriggle the pages. Oh, awkward! Well, what are you doing here? I just came to get a drink from the vending machine. The other one is out of the drink I like. Yuri notices Natsuki's. Natsuki's fidgeting with a few coins between her fingers. She nods, avoiding eye contact. Natsuki, also looking away, shuffles over to the vending machine. It's so quiet that every one of her movements seems to reverberate through the entire. Yeah, it is weird. After far too long, she finally receives her beverage, which she then fidgets within place. Well, if you wanted to make a deal that way, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. But instead of leaving right away, Natsuki just stands in place. She glances all around her. It's like, way too quiet back there. It's creepy. I mean, that's not what I meant, really. I mean, it's totally cool. It's your thing or whatever. Like, I can see how it suits you. So, not because I think you're creepy or something. I didn't mean that either. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking to you. I don't know. Everything is okay. Yuri finds herself attempting some words of comfort after hearing Natsuki stammer herself into the. Seemingly in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and. Mmm! This is so awkward! Well, I can leave if you want. Yuri shakes her head. Natsuki cheers the cup off her drink and takes a sip. Ugh. Despite receiving Yuri's general permission, Natsuki doesn't say anything more. Yuri continues to read, or at least pretends to. And then, okay, I don't think this is like the right mood for me to have a laugh. I forgot. I pretty much oh, shut it. And the two just sit there for a long time. The tension seems to fade a little bit as time passes. Even without any words, this seems to mean at least something. Though it's not clear what that may be. Lunch ends more quickly than expected. Natsuki is the first to stand up with her empty drink bottle. Are you coming today? To the club? Yuri nods. I'm sorry for being so awkward. I'm really bad at talking about this stuff. I just can't. For some reason, I don't know why. But I want to eventually. There's no rush. I promise. Thanks. At least, at least the fire is going down for a little bit, you know. It's the next day? Are you here again? Well, I just came here to read this because there's other people. Ow! Oh, I thought you didn't like how quiet it was. Well, I don't, but there's no people here. I see. Natsuki sits down. The mood feels much different today than it did yesterday. Yeah, my mic is pretty okay. There's no need to worry. After yesterday's lunch and the club meeting that followed, Natsuki and Yuri are beginning to feel. Ah, okay, cool. But, but it's okay that I'm here? Yeah, I don't care. I think Natsuki's not here. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're referencing about. Especially since like they all just assumed that I stopped reading manga after I joined. Oh, not that I'm trying to hide it from them exactly, but I just don't want to comment again. Now, after I read someone proud this new volume. You don't have other friends who are into manga? Not unless online friends count. It's a Yuri, but that's different because she's not exactly into it. She just likes it, you know what I mean? Hmm. Honestly, you're lucky that the books you're into at least just looks like books. So you don't have to feel like everyone's constantly judging you what you're reading. That would be so awful. Especially since I already hate attention so much. Well, it's a good thing I have a thick skin, I guess. By the way, I would totally recommend finding some friends online if you haven't already. If you're like me and have no one to share to hobbies with. Sweet then! Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. Every time at the middle of it, I keep doing this. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Since middle school, actually, I was especially desperate back then. It's somewhat embarrassing to reminisce about those days. Sometimes I feel like I'm from a few years ago would have benefited from a good smack across the face. Oh, whatever. You were the stupid kid back then, anyway. Some of the fanfics I wrote, thank God I used a pseudonym. But I liked it at that time. I got a fulfillment out of it. And plus, I can look back and say with confidence that I've become a better person since then. So I don't think I would change anything. I wonder if a few years from now, we'll think about the same thing about our current selves. Ha, probably. That doesn't make you uncomfortable? No, of course not. I don't care what other people think of me, especially someone who doesn't even exist yet. Alright, here. That's me from the future coming to terms with me right now. Ugh. Also, ow, I didn't mean to do it that hard. Yuri doesn't seem to react. Hey! Spam, my boy! How are you doing? Ah, it's so hot still. But then to Natsuki's surprise, Yuri shyly looks at the other way. Ah, it's okay. It's okay. You're all good. Yeah, I've been hearing about your editing ever since, though. It was pretty good. Yeah, I agree. Along. Then to Natsuki's surprise, Yuri shyly looks the other way before lifting her arm and saying loud smile. She turns red and stares into her lap, unable to hide a smile as though it was a really funny joke. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know you had it in you. Dang, I don't even know why I did that. Maybe I thought it would be funny. Sorry, I keep distracting you. You said you were looking forward to read it, but I keep going on about this one. I'll let you get to your reading. Alright. Will she change her mind? Okay, never mind. Y'all keep pointing out who's the sus man over and over. Okay, but everything seems to be going a little fine now. The two read silently for the remainder of the lunch hour, but the whole time Yuri feels distracted by the twist of regret over having abruptly forced. I'm not sure where this is going. You're back! Oh my god! They're hanging out ever since! Oh, it's been 3 days already. Oh my. Hey, did you buy that? Natsuki got a bottle of icing. Wait, like for me? Oh my god! But you didn't know I was coming here today! What if I didn't? Well, I mean, I would have drank it myself, I guess. It was a stupid thing to do. No, it wasn't stupid. Maybe she's into tea! Never mind. What I meant to say is thank you, and that is a really nice gesture. It's okay if you don't feel that way. I do. It was the other things that I didn't mean. I swear, please believe me. Yuri pauses, but not. Talking is hard. I get it wrong a lot too, so I believe you. Natsuki exhales in relief. She then sits down next to Yuri and takes a drink. I don't have a context about the ddlc plus. Yeah, you can check out the past few episodes, which is hours long. But a lot of things just happened. A lot of things just happened. Natsuki exterior. Yeah, I've been getting some vibes over here, really. I wouldn't really care how it's like, you know, girl to girl or anything. It's pretty cool. I've been getting some vibes through this. And hearing about this makes all the Natsuki self-shippers brokenhearted. Monkey Gaming. I'll do something for nicer next time. Please don't feel obligated. I want to do nice things too. Okay, thank you. You can thank me after I figure out how to do something nice. I'll do it then too. Ah, nothing. Just reminds me how I've been getting along. Is that why you've been coming here? No, not exactly. I've been avoiding them on purpose or anything. There are just other things I'd rather be doing lunch lately. I like being around them when we're all just having fun, but they all just can't take anything seriously. So when I don't know, feeling serious, then their attitudes just really get on my nerves. It's only gotten worse ever since I joined the literature club. What do you mean I'm kinda suspicious? But why are you getting sus on me? I feel like it used to be really good with just putting up with it, because it would be so stupid to cause drama over a joke I didn't like or something, but I just have a hard time doing that lately. It's my fault for being overly sensitive. If I have a problem, I'm not gonna demand everyone around me to change. think it gets me also as well. But yeah, I know. Monica and Sayori really don't agree with that kind of thing. But they're not in my position, so it's easy for them to say that you should just communicate with your feelings or whatever. It's not like my friend group does that kind of thing. I would just be making an embarrassment of myself. I think Natsuki is showing a little bit of maturity right there. Mature side of her. Sorry, none of this has anything to do with you. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's okay. I like listening. Listening to other people's problems? Yes. That's weird. Sorry. I just like learning about people. Do you think it's weird? No. Okay, if you would like. Okay, well, I don't know what to talk about now. What are some things that you like about your friends? A lot of things. I mean, they're really fun to hang out with, like after school and on the weekends. They really like my baking, and it's fun to complain about school together. Yeah, ranting about how the school system is really bad, or how my grades just keeps on failing even though I tried so hard, but it's not enough. Wonder if the future generations won't get our humor. It could be both, really. It could be both. Oh, I'm bad at a lot of those things. Yeah. Are those all things that are important to you? Well, kind of, but they're not the things I need to get out of everybody. Everyone in the club is really different from that, but I'm still friends with them too. Well, Sayori really likes your baking, and she makes you laugh, and she complains a lot. That doesn't mean she's anything like my other friend. Unlike them, she's a nice person who cares about your feelings. Excuse me? How about you don't talk about that way about my friends that you don't? Oh no. Uh-oh. No, wait. I'm sorry! I didn't mean it! I didn't want to say something bad! Please don't leave! Ah, Jesus. It's fine. As long as you understand that you can just judge me. I'm sorry. Oh god, here we go again. You can't just compare friends like that and like measure is better than you. I'm sorry. I just don't like people who want to hurt you. A moment's silence stretches, but crack. They don't want to hurt me. We just like to tease each other about stupid things. It's fun. I don't like that. Well, that's why I'm friends with them and you're not. You like it? I just don't worry so much about me. It's not worth it. I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with social conflicts, like how Monica can. She's good at these things. Not really. Also, I don't always want help. Sometimes just stuff that I have to deal with myself. That's what Monica and Sayori never seem to understand. Sometimes all you do is look at them wrong and then are like, oh, what's wrong? Is everything okay? I just want to mind my own business sometimes, decide myself if I want to talk about. Shit. The only one who understands is you. So you really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You're not as bad as you think. Oh, you don't need to reassure me or anything. I mean that. Plus, it makes sense that someone who doesn't talk a lot. Hot tub stream? Never. I didn't even have a tub in my house. No, it's impossible. No, never, never. You just keep your fantasies or I don't know to yourself. Plus, it makes sense that someone who doesn't talk a lot would make it look good. Hmm. Thank you. Did you mean to say that to Yuri? You're also nice. It's really hard for me. It doesn't come naturally at all. It's so weird because I always thought of myself as someone who can just say whatever's on my mind. But I feel like that only works when I'm annoyed, upset, or want to say something mean. I always thought of myself as someone who can just say whatever's on my. I feel like that only works when I'm annoyed, upset, or. Why am I like that? You don't have to answer that. I'm just talking to myself. You know, not to get fidgeting with the pages of her book. How come you like reading so much? Oh, well, a lot of reasons, but I just get sucked into it so easily. It's so immersive, like I want to be a part of it. I think there are a lot of things about people in real life that make me feel uncomfortable and frustrated, especially when it comes to following social conventions and group interactions. I just don't really understand it. I have no real desire to participate. Yeah, I get that feeling too, but it's different with books. It feels like I always want to be around the characters. I feel such a strong emotional connection with them in ways that I've never felt with real people. So, in that way, it can sometimes feel more real than real life. Oh, really? I guess you would have thought of it wrong. It's that hard for you to be around people like all the time? Fairly often, especially in group settings, when people are making all kinds of conversations and saying jokes and all of that. I don't know what to do. I just disengage. Oh, that doesn't get lonely? I don't think so. I can still enjoy spending time with people one on one, and I have online friends too, of course. Do you ever do you ever wish that you could be friends with the characters in your books? All the time. Thanks! Thanks, man. Thanks. Sometimes so badly it makes my heart ache. Yeah, me too. Really? Mm-hmm. A lot. Like more than anything. Ah, one full of understanding. That is great. Okay. It's good. This is good. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. So that is the first part of self-love side story. Where's Stanley Chan? Yeah, Stanley has been gone for continuing to be gone for about days now. Not sure where he's at, and I'm sure not gonna make a video about it once more time too. I'm slightly getting kind of worried too. Still, okay. So, okay, what I've been taking away from this from self love part one is basically, um, Natsuki would be just hanging out with Yuri every day on lunchtime, on every lunchtime, and then we haven't been seeing any Monica and Sayori exposures. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think they're really getting a little more comfortable with each other the more they would talk, and it's real nice. It's real nice. It's real nice. It's real nice every once in a while. I think they're. I think that's like. I think as well as it's like, another way to build up their cohesiveness as friends or something. I don't know. I don't know everything. Let's go with the second one. We're not yet done, but not yet done. This is the first. This is the second part. I'm not sure. Oh God. Okay. I've been streaming this for 28 minutes. Jesus. Hey. Oh, hello. I almost thought you were coming today. Yeah, well, lunch is already more than halfway over. Natsuki had typically been meeting Yuri in the server much earlier since it had been. Mmm. She's starting to get comfortable with Yuri at this point, and she feels like she wouldn't usually vent out all of her feelings to her friends most of the time because I don't think they would have the same interests as she does. But I'm kind of seeing the mature side of Natsuki at this point. It's really cool that we get to hear this one. Large plastic container, both hands. I ran into my friend, so I hung out. I simp for that vending machine. Yeah, you gotta love every detail of it. I mean, I wouldn't really judge or anything, but do your thing. I ran into my friend, so I hung out with them for a while. Is that so? Yeah. I wasn't in good mood today, so I figured I should. I hadn't seen them in a while, which I had to come up with an excuse for an explain. Plus, I have way more of these than I know what to do with, so I figured I would share with them too. As she sits down, Natsuki opens the lid of her container. You made cupcakes! You know it! Oh, isn't that sweet? So I figured it was about time again. You can take one if you want. Yuri takes a cupcake and carefully twirls it between your fingers. It's brown, dark green frosting immaculately shaped into a floral pattern topped with some kind of glittery powder. How pretty! I just ate, so I may not be able to finish it. Are they for the club? Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about it, I just made it. I just thought that because green is Monica's favorite color. Really? Yeah, but that's not really. Yuri takes a small bite. This is green tea flavored. Nah, bruh. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. Isn't that just very nice? It was just a random idea I wanted to try. Wow! Wow! What I mean is that I'm glad. Sorry for saying dumb things again. I just don't. Oh man, they're so fragile. And I do know that you like them from past experience. Mmm. You turned sled. Recalling this on, she treated herself rather generously to nothing. Ironically, her mouth is too full of cupcake for her to stammer an excuse. So she just settles with a disapproval. How did you get into baking? Oh well, I don't know, just kind of just always appealed to me. Well, a few years ago, I read this one manga with a lot of baking. So I got like super into it for a while. I was probably making stuff almost up. Talk about parfait girls. Yeah, you missed for like about hours and hours of, but it does. Yeah. I think it connects. I don't know. It's not really part of the game, like the official game and all, but this is what the content of the plot is behind. I suck at reading subtitles. Well, most of the time I would just be reading what it says on the dialogue, so you wouldn't have any of the problem. Oh wait, oh wait, oh wait. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe you're too practical for it. I think I prefer to be on the receiving end. That's my other favorite part about it. Okay, wait, I haven't been paying attention. Hold on. It's like it's something that I always knew I liked anyway. It's like baking is like art, but when you get good at it, it gets more delicious too. I'm struggling to imagine myself putting my heart into something so artistic, knowing that it would speed. Yeah, it's something that I can do makes a lot of people happy, like unconditionally. Oh, they always with the results. Everyone is always so thankful in that moment you get to be like the bringer of joy. I don't know, it just makes me feel valued. That makes sense. So you were able to make up with your friends today. There wasn't really anything to make up with them about. We weren't really fighting or anything. Maybe I misunderstood. It only turns into a fight when I lose my cool, and that's just unnecessary drama. It only makes things worse. So like they're not going to stop? I mean, it only happens sometimes anyway. It's just the way they are. I'm the only one who ever has a problem with it. It's not worth it. Especially since I have somewhere to go now when I don't feel like hanging out with them. Oh, I see. Cupcake's anti-4 wrapper audibly concusses you. I'm glad that the situation is resolved. And that you don't have to avoid them anymore. Yeah, me too. I can kind of feel something from their. What do you mean? I don't have to bother you during your alone time anymore. I'm sure you have a lot of reading to catch up on. Yeah. Sure, sure, sure. Feel free to keep it for yourself. Okay. I know that cupcakes are basically nothing compared to all the stuff you've done for me. What's the best I can do? So you can have the rest of them. Oh. Yuri stares at the box, then she shakes her head and slides them back. You should save them for your other friends. But I made them for you. I know, I like them very much exactly as you thought. You succeeded. But I know you care about making your friends, other friends happy too. And if this is the way you know how to make that happen, then I'm not going to take it from you. No, they were made. They were for making you happy. You make me happy. Oh God, you're worth more than the cupcakes to some people. That's why they want to spend time with you and be your friend. Mm. Without warning, tears pour from Natsuki's eyes. She pulls her knees to her chest and starts sobbing into her arms. Natsuki, I'm such a bad person. Not today, Feels! Not today! I didn't mean to say something bad. You didn't. I just struggles to speak through it. I just really hate myself sometimes, and it feels so wrong when you say those nice things to me. Like I don't deserve. I'm sorry. No, I am. I'm so difficult. I can't think of even of a single thing about myself that somebody would like. And I hated myself for bothering you during lunch. I just thought it was my chance to be a good person, like to be nice and do the things she wrote about. She read the letter! I knew if I tried in the club, Sayori Monica would be super annoying and make a huge deal of it. You know, I think a lot of these negative things too about myself. I never, yeah, see ya. I never felt like a good person. I always scrutinize everything I say, and later I feel like I said all the wrong things. I have the same worry. And I just spend so much time thinking about myself, hating myself, feeling like everyone else must hate me too. Why does this remind me of something? It's the game speaking on my, oh, this is just so, it's emotionally hitting. Ugh! So I understand some of it through my own experience. That's why I wanted to write the letter to express my feelings. It's pained me to see those things in someone else that I saw in myself. Natsuki sniffles. Yuri rustles through her bag and pulls out some tissues. Oh, it's so sweet! Monica told me that it takes a good person to reflect on these things. The desire to improve yourself that makes you a good person, so don't worry so much. Also, there are things about you that people would like, so... Like what? Like how you're fun for people to be around and you're not shy and you know how to make people laugh. Appreciate it. And you're very passionate about things and you know how to take the lead. And you care about a lot about other people and just a lot of things. Well, now you're making me feel really embarrassed. I wouldn't really blame her really. The fact that she still feels bad for herself after all the nice things she's been receiving recently. Well, you're the one who asked, and don't you think I feel embarrassed? Every time I come here, I always think it's the last time, but then I keep coming back for some reason. You're getting comfortable. No, it's not. It's not just really confusing. I mean, my friends and I go way back, so ditching them all the time feels like, I don't know, feels like what? Maybe I'm scared that they'll get mad at me. I really don't know what to do. She pauses. Yuri stares into the distance, tracing her eyes along the patterns of the floor tiles. What she thinks. What would you do hypothetically if your friends were happy for you instead? Happy for what? Happy that your new club is making you happy. Hmm. It's just not a fair hypothetical. With a little confidence in her voice. I always told myself that I don't rely on the approval of others to be happy. I still feel that way, but I'm spending time with people who put me down whenever I don't have their approval. It's probably what's making me feel so confused because I'm threatened out of the things that should make me happy. So no matter what, it's like I have to be unhappy to be happy. It's making my head hurt. That just makes it really difficult to feel comfortable with yourself, being made to feel like you're just wrong being the person you are. That must make it really difficult to feel comfortable. Comfortable. Being made to feel like you're wrong just for being the person you are. It really goes against everything I believe in, doesn't it? It goes against the kind of person I want to be. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with a lot of things. Natsuki presses her palms into her forehead and shakes her head. I know what's best for me, but I keep convincing myself out of it. It's so much easier to be comfortably unhappy than it is to do something so scary. To do what? You know? I didn't think you were actively considering that as an option. I wasn't until recently. It's just one of the things where it's been a certain way for so long that you just get used to it. Like, so much of you has gone to it. So much that it feels like that's just how your life is. And throwing it away is like throwing in such a big part of your life. Okay, okay. Throwing it away is like throwing away such a big part of your life. It makes you feel sick to think about. It's just really scary. It's terrifying. What are you scared of? I don't know, a lot of things. Like being alone, not having anyone to talk to or hang out with, not being able to replace what I have with them. I don't want them to hate me. I'm scared that they'll hurt me for going against them. Physically. Not physically, but Natsuki. If anyone even thinks to cause you harm, I will unleash. Wow. Wow! Don't laugh at me. So I like that. That's all. Oh, well, I meant it. I know you did. I needed it. Wow. Natsuki again slides her butt. Just take them, okay? I don't want other people to have them anymore. Are you sure? I'm sure. I will then. I will enjoy them. Natsuki looks away, but a feeling of warmth spreads through her. She holds into that feeling, knowing it will give her courage. My heart. My heart. You're here. Okay, it's another day. Another day passes. And you brought reading material. Natsuki's sitting on her usual spot, this time holding a volume of manga with her lunch beside her. Years since someone opens her own book. It's like when a good series has come to an end. Like, it's such a big part of your life, and then one day there's just nothing left. It makes you feel so empty. Fortunately, I'm about to experience that myself, and I'm on the last book of this series. Can't you just relate? Whenever something good that just ends and you had so much fun for it, and just feel alone. After all these times, you get so disconnected with the reality forces of life. God damn it. But there's also something satisfying about letting a story conclude. I don't know if I would want to go on forever. Maybe, but there's some things that I wish could. On the other hand, have you ever read something that overstayed its welcome? Yeah, definitely. I can think of that one last thing. One last thing I've read that got pretty unbearable like halfway through, and the ending really sucked. So it sucks when something good has to end, but it also sucks when they just keep inventing more plot until you don't like it anymore. I guess it sucks either way. Yeah, when you talk about inventing more plot and making more seasons and all that, like continuing the series, yeah, it's really confusing too in a way. You know, it's yeah, it really sucks to feel it. I can't express it why now. You know, it's just the nature of all things. They come to an end. She's right. She's right. Nothing is temporary. And I'm sad that we have to live it that way, but at the same time, we would feel bad about it too. So immortality sucks as well. So okay, they slowly eat while making their way through their respective. They're eating cupcakes. I think. Oh, you don't go out during the weekends, right? Oh, snap! Like with friends at the mall. Oh wait, I'm my bad for making assumptions. Well, I'm sure you go out and the others in the club. I don't really meet with friends and arbitrarily spend time like that. I'm usually meeting with my board game group. Board game group. It doesn't matter. It's just more nerdy stuff. Why do you ask anyway? I was just curious. I just realized I could picture it, so I was just curious. Yuri looks at Natsuki and realizes that she's shaking. Oh no. Don't look at me like what's wrong? I can't take this. What did you Yuri gets flustered in her mind, racing over what she may have said or done. I did I ended it. I texted them earlier telling them and then I just blocked them because I'm so afraid of No! Now it feels like I'm dying. Why? Why did you do that? No! I'm sorry. Totally unsure of what to do. Yuri can barely find any words of support to offer. Meanwhile, the sons of Natsuki usually heart beating feels the air. Then she speaks again, barely above a whisper. Help me. I feel sick. I just want to hit my head against this. Please help. I can't take this. You may be having a panic attack. I have experience with this, so I'll help you through it, okay? Over Natsuki and sits. Ah. Natsuki immediately nods, rapid breath, still burning in her knees. Yuri slides herself over to Natsuki and sits on the steps behind her. Can you feel my hands? Shaking becomes more apparent through Yuri's sense of touch. Yuri keeps her voice low and gentle. You're safe right now. You're in a good, safe place where nothing can hurt you. Oh. That felt that. I felt that. Natsuki nods once more, although Yuri is only touching Natsuki's shoulders. She can practically feel her racing pulse through the base of her neck. We'll do a breathing exercise together. All you have to do is listen to my breaths and breath along with me. Let's breathe in now. Beneath her hand, she feels Natsuki's shoulders rise as Natsuki takes a breath of her own, trying to mimic Yuri. They exhale together, although Natsuki's breath shakes on the way out. It's good. Let's keep going. Yuri breathes in once more, and Natsuki joins her. They continue like that for a few more cycles, while Yuri closely monitors. Eventually, Yuri feels Natsuki rest more of her weight into Yuri's palms. Let's focus on the physical world. All you have to do is focus on the feeling of your breaths going in and out, and the weight of my hands on your shoulders. You're in a safe and comfortable physical space. It's raining outside. Minutes pass in silence. By now, the worst of it has passed, but Yuri is determined not to move away until Natsuki prompts her to. Meanwhile, Natsuki has lifted her head off the knees, and her breathing is mostly steady. Then she makes a final deep breath and slowly pulls herself to her feet, causing Yuri to. She stretches her arms. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to freak out. I don't know what my deal is. You don't have to apologize. This must be enormously stressful for you. Is that going to keep happening? It it may or it may not. We can take measures to help prevent it in the future, but I think it will naturally get better over time. Natsuki motions to sit back down again, so Yuri moves over. Yuri turns away to pick up her open book from the dusty floor, which she had hastily sent. She brushes the dust off the cover. I don't think I could have gotten through that alone. You're not alone. From now on, you don't have to do anything alone. Oh my god. As she says that, Yuri tenses up. It's rare for her to so openly share her thoughts. But something about Natsuki, of all people, makes it feel so much natural to do so. Perhaps because, like Yuri, Natsuki is so timid and certain, like Natsuki does such a good job at hiding it that it's taking a long time for Yuri to finally realize it, and because of that, Yuri is able to deliver the reassurance that she herself would have wanted, demonstrating that she deserved the love of others. And if you can accept that for the first time, then perhaps you can begin the tumultuous journey of learning to love yourself. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Perhaps because, like Yuri, Natsuki is just so timid and uncertain of herself. Natsuki does such a good job at hiding, and that's taking a long time for you. And because of that, Yuri is able to deliver the reassurance that she herself would have wanted, not saying that she deserved the love of others. If you can accept that for the first time, then perhaps you can begin the tumult learning to love yourself. Oh my god, do you really mean that? You're probably gonna regret saying that if you do. Because I'm probably gonna have a lot of free time during the weekends from now on. So you're giving me permission to be as annoying as I want and drag you around to a lot of places. I see. But you already said it, so you can take it back now. My heart! My heart! I suppose I have no choice but to accept that responsibility then. I know I know a good ice cream place. That means you'll finally figure out my favorite ice cream flavor. What are you talking about? Oh, you don't remember? First day you came to the club, you guessed everyone's favorite ice cream flavor, but for me, you said you had no idea. Seriously, I don't remember that at all. Oh wait, yes I do. I said it was probably green tea. Yuri shakes her head. It's a good guess, but my favorite is usually to get chalk. What? Oh that. Oh wow. Fancy. I don't know. I feel like I should have guessed something like that. Well, maybe next time I'll try chocolate and strawberry. Hey, strawberry's my favorite. Wow, what a coincidence. I think it helps to have something to look forward to. I still have the sick feeling in my stomach, but it's easier now to convince myself that I did the right thing. Is there anything better I could be doing? Not that I know of. There's nothing that will make this easy for me. And you already did more than I thought anyone could. Come to think of it, we never talk about the letter that you wrote. I feel like we're way past at this point, and I don't even know what to talk about, except that I think it helped me understand my needs a little bit better, the way I like to be treated, the kinds of friends that I want to leave. I want to have. Sorry, I meant that. That's why I wanted to start coming here in the first place, even though I was scared of causing more problems. It's so comforting, yeah. I thought it was a coincidence that you ran into me here initially. Oh, well, not exactly. Nothing. May have tracked you down first with the help of Sayori. That's. But she said I was shy, okay? I wasn't ready to like. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. Well, I guess I'm glad that you worked up the courage, even if it wasn't your own way. I can tell that you've been making a lot of difficult decisions. It's brave. It'll make things better in the long run. I think anyone would be proud of you for it. Anyone? That's true. You mean like you? Yes. Like me. Ah. You know, I could get used to this as long as you don't tease me too much. Fine. Just a little then. That's fine. I know how uncertain everything feels to you right now, but I really do think that good things are in store. Those are my honest feelings. Thanks. It feels nice to be reassured. The two girls continue their conversation through the remainder of lunch, but a new feeling hangs in the air, a feeling of greater certainty in their path forward. In just a few hours, there will be another literature club meeting where the four club's members will happily spend time together. Each of them, with all of their special qualities, have something unique that they can deliver to one another. Through friendship and literature, the club members will continue to grow and find new happiness together. The end of each chapter is the start of the next. Yuri thinks to herself. Since she's about to finish her long running series, it would be the best to have a new book lined up. Perhaps this weekend would be a good time to visit the bookstore together. That I have no words. I I have no words. I I seriously have no words for this. I'm I'm blown away. I feel like I've blown away. Okay, this is great. All of this was honestly great. Um I don't feel like I could um put out all of my all the things that I would interpret, express or anything. This is great. This is just honestly great. All this. You know, this whole side stories stuff that we're doing, it feels like that we are in such a different world that we are living in. And we get to see how these characters from the game itself are acting a lot more human, or basically, yeah, acting like human, were and a lot more expressive than the original game itself. And I think after all this, we haven't still tried the equals yet, by the way. We're gonna try it later. Um, I think after all this, I feel like I don't know. I they just they just they just feel like them more of themselves, and like this is just really different, and I'm still questioning until to this day if this whole the fact that this game has you would need to pay with real money for it to play the plus version is worth it. But I'm glad that I could get to show you what the side story is gonna uphold. Still, I'm still blown away after everything. That's all. I feel quite alone for this. Oh man. Okay. All right. So I have no other words to express through this. I feel like the message has it all. You just when someone just backs down, you always would have someone to get up. Okay, I don't know. Let's just go with the equal side story and yeah, I think I presume that this is like the last side story out of everything. So once we get done to this, we're gonna go back to the original game by this Thursday because by Friday I would do it. I would do something that's rather important. I have other things to do on Friday, so seriously, I have no words to express for this. Unlike the last time, then I would have so much ideas, even though I would end up having such blurry thoughts. Okay, let's try with the equal side story, and let's see how it's going to conclude. But I feel like the self love already has. No, I feel like it's gonna complete more once we have the equal side story. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I feel like I still have more time. Okay. Okay, everyone! We're gonna be taking a break from the usual activities today. I was thinking since people are starting to talk about the festival, it's a good time for us to go over the general direction of the club. Oh! So now they're talking about the festival then, huh? I think it'll help us figure out what to do for the festival, you know? Oh, so Yuri and I already came up with a really good plan. Yeah, so the plan is this, okay? You and Yuri collect information ahead of time which clubs or classes are doing food booths, and we take a map on plan the most efficient route, since we can get to most of them before the lines get too long. Hey, that was nothing to do with the club! Well, you had to let me finish. Alright, fine, go ahead. Right, so basically we get all the food we can, then we come back here and we all eat together. That's all! I got tricked twice by the same joke. Boo! Don't be a hater. It's not like you can come up with anything better. Look, even Yuri was even think about it. No, I wasn't. I would really prefer to do something literature related. We can eat together anytime. The festival is a unique opportunity. Besides, it's been quite a while since we've seen any new interest in the club. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We really get a shot at showing people what the literature club is all about. I'll tell you what, we can do both, right? We'll make time for your food mission and still put together a public event. Oh my gosh, yes! I was just joking, but that's a really good idea! Well, I'm glad that's settled. I think the question is how to come up with an event that demonstrates everything you can get out of the literature club. Well, that's kind of tough because everyone gets something different out of the club. Okay, how about this? Let's go around and have each of us talk about what we have gotten out of the club so far. Okay, that could really help us figure out what kind of reputation we want to build. Yeah, that's too embarrassing. Aw, but you would have so much to talk about. That's exactly why. I'm sure Natsuki feels the same way. Well, maybe, but I didn't plan on arguing against it or anything. I mean, it's a literature club. We talk about that stuff together, right? And the only way to get more comfortable is to suck it up and do it. Oh, you're not wrong. Sorry for being so resistant. It's not good to say suck it up because it sounds like their feelings don't matter. Right, my bad. It's just a habit that I need to break. And anyway, who's gonna start? I'll start. I was the first to join after all. Wouldn't that be me? Oh no, I wanna go first. Fine, fine, you can start. I don't Such an adorable sunshine. So, gosh, it feels like so long ago. I think I joined because I wanted to have fun sharing poems with people. It seemed like it would be a safe way to express myself, you know? Like if it's just a poem, I could share it without feeling like I'm burdening everyone with my problems. And I thought it would be a really good way to get to know other people too. So yeah, I was really surprised when I walked in and it was just Monica. And she was sleeping! Wow, but it seemed like so much fun to help start a new club, especially since writing helped me so much. I wanted to help other people too, but it ended up being me who was inspired because I remember feeling like Monica was just so sweet and mature and I could trust her with anything. It made me feel a lot less alone having someone who knew even the bad things about me. And at that point, I knew the literature club was going to be special for a lot of people. Yeah, I felt the same way. I really helped give the club a more cohesive vision. Yeah, and then Yuri joined, but she was so different from us. And Natsuki too. I think for Yuri, it really helped for me to take the lead before she was able to open up a little. But Natsuki was kind of the opposite, where she wasn't ready to get really close to someone really quickly. I never really thought about that sort of thing. I really feel like I've gotten better in understanding people's different needs, and that makes me really happy, because my friends are just the most important thing to me. And whenever new members we get, I want to help them in those ways too. I don't know if I would have continued to come to the club if it weren't for you. Really? Aw, no, it wasn't too long ago, but it hurts to think about my behavior back then. I was really short-sighted. The only reason I came was to find others who were into fantasy. I suppose that was my idea of making friends with people having the same interests. And I remember feeling uncomfortable because you and I have such different energy, and I had such a specific idea of the kind of person I could be friends with. So when Sayori tried so hard to get to know me, I felt like I was just wasting our time. I think I was naive to assume that similar interests were the key component of friendship. Sayori and I were able to be friends because she always thinks about the needs of other people. That's something I never knew how to do or even thought to do. But I stayed in the club thanks to that, and I started trying as hard as I could to understand people better. You really went above and beyond when it came to that. It was just super impressed. I was just super impressed. Well, I always hated that I didn't know how to behave like a person who is easily liked by others, like the two of you can. Because of that, I spent so much time thinking about my own behavior and all the wrong things I said. But the whole time, I should have been thinking about other people instead, not myself. Once I started doing that, I was able to make friends with everyone else. Yeah, and also I discovered that sometimes I'm a better communicator when I take the time to write or rather than speak. So strange the way things turned out. It's so far different from anything I would have expected. But I'm happy. I suppose we don't always know what we really need. Oh my gosh! You're so cute that I'm going Okay, please don't do that, Sayori. Besides, I'm not cute. Hey, isn't that my line? Oh, well, for me it's actually true, so... What do you see? Huh? I just finished my part so somebody else... My Sayori, take some deep breaths. Okay, fine, I'll go. Yuri, I can't believe you were complaining about this and still went before me. What a show off. I was just following up Sayori, it was the easiest to get it over with. Besides, you left out the most important thing that you could get out of this club. Did? A regular supply of your favorite Of course! Oh no! I forgot that too! I'm a traitor to the Cupcake Queen! Neither you are you're forgiven. Looks like only Monica will be getting cupcakes next time. No! I can't eat that many Yeah, true, only Yuri can. Hey! Are you assuming that she's fat? That's why she could... Oh my god. Way harsh there. Well, anyway, I'm just putting off talking. Kinda hard to talk about this stuff, but I guess what it comes down to is that I'm much a better place mentally than I was when I first joined. Hey there, Peace! How's it going? Welcome. And that's because everyone helped me realize that I had some really toxic friendships going on outside the club. It was honestly a really painful thing to go through, having to cut them out. It still hurts to think about. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's fine. I knew it was for the best and I was right. Because for me, it's all about feelings. I was only ever ridiculed for having feelings, so I thought the right thing to do was just to ignore them. It took me a really long time to realize it's not really how things are supposed to work. And I guess that's thanks to everyone who took the time to respect my feelings, even when I was being like the biggest jerk. I'm really sorry for being such a jerk to everyone. I was really the worst. Natsuki voice chokes a little. We love you, Natsuki! I just hate that when I was like that. Everyone did so much for me and I could have never done anything in return. That's not true. You've done so much, a lot more than you think. This club really wouldn't have been the same without you, and I mean that. Remember how judgmental I was when you first showed up? It was like I couldn't accept anything other than my own idea of what a literature club is supposed to be. Apparently, that was more important to me than the opportunity to bring you some happiness. You really taught me that anything that makes someone happy is worthy of respect. You even inspired me to start playing piano. That's something that means a whole lot to me. So there's no need to put yourself down, okay? You helped me a lot too. It's so much fun to have you around, and you helped me to become a better person. Having a problem doesn't make you needy or inconvenient. It means that there's something that needs to be better for you, and oh, you always deserve that! I agree! Seeing us having some of the same struggles, it made me better. It all circles now! I like how, I wouldn't want to change anything about our time here. I don't think any of us would. I'm sorry I got all dramatic again, but yay! Didn't you realize? That's all I wanted to say. Somebody can yell. There's no need to apologize. It's just something I wanted to talk about anyway because it made a big difference for... I just realized the big picture just now. I was always such a strict perfectionist and never took enough time to believe in the best of other people. But everyone kept on proving me wrong. I made the mistake multiple times thinking that my way was the best for everyone, or thinking that I was needed to solve other people's problems. But I think being a leader means that you have to acknowledge that you're not perfect, and that the best thing you can do is to help guide people rather than to do everything for them. Yeah, we're all good people, we're all equals. I think that's the most important thing I've gotten out of the club, realizing what that really means. So Yori, what are you doing? Aww. Things about the club and that are valuable to us. With a piece of chalk in her hand, Siri writes the word trust on the chalkboard. This is because you showed me that I could trust with you everything about me, not just my good side. Suddenly, Yuri takes a... Oh! Oh no! Understanding. I owe you a lot of gratitude for everyone who took the time to understand me, even though it was so difficult for me to express myself. In that case, my respect. I always thought I was a respectful person, but it took the club for me to realize that there's more to it than I thought, and I'm a better person because of it. I have another one! Zuri writes balance. Sometimes people want different things out of a friendship, or they need time before they're ready to become close. So it's important to keep things balanced between you and the other person. That reminds me, Yuri writes reflection. I've always been a reflective person, but most of it have been nothing more than hating myself for all the things I thought wrong. Once I started reflecting on other people, not just myself, a lot of things changed for me. Yeah, hearing about their experiences too, yeah, sometimes it just works that way. Oh, well, everyone took all the chalk? Don't look at me like that, jeez. You could have just asked. Well, I answered a piece of chalk to Natsuki. Then Natsuki said, self-love! I don't know how far I've gotten with it yet, but it feels like the things are at least on the right track. So there, that's my contribution. Wasn't this club supposed to be about literature? It is! We still do a lot of literature, friendship, and literature. Yeah, you're right. Friendship and literature. Yuri and Natsuki and Yuri gently nod as well. Hey, let's talk. To take a picture! I don't have one yet, right? Oh my god! No! Wait, can I brush my hair first? Oh, you're fine already. You have the best friend of all. Everyone get together, get fit you all in. Okay, everyone ready? And click! It's so great. It's so good. It's so amazing. I'm really glad we talk about this stuff. It's easy to forget how far we've come with only 4 members. Yeah, I have so many happy thoughts right now. I'm getting some really good inspiration for a poem. You know, I feel the same way. I kind of want to get some writing done. Me too. I think I would like that as well. That's so adorable. Everyone's looking at me again. I do it too, but I might not feel like sharing it. That's okay. The four members of the literature disperse and return to their desks, each equipping themselves with a pen. Natsuki and Yuri give each other a quick glance, then starting writing immediately. Sayori stretches, then she does the same, but Monica is left tapping her pen against the paper, unsure of where to start. Just move your hand. Monica mouths to herself. Right the way into your heart. Her mind full of thoughts, memories, inspiration on past mental, her past. It's right. Doesn't matter what, just that it's something new. Aww. This is such a perfect conclusion. This is such a perfect conclusion. Wow! Wow! We're already at the end? So soon! This is amazing. It has been an adventure. I didn't expect this is gonna put up the end credits. Oh, come on! Are we already at the end? Okay, I think I'm out of milk. Okay. Okay. I got caught off guard there. Alright. Okay, Team Salvado. Oh, there are a lot of team. Serenity Forge. Oh, so these are the other. Yeah, those are the other developing companies. Aww. Great job to all these people, honestly. It's really gonna pay off. It really pays off. Public relations, additional support. That's great. That is amazing. Unity professional services. I didn't really know this is gonna end that way, where it has these credits. I still always feel that there's something missing. Quality assurance. Okay, cool. I'm not even sure what that exactly means. But this has been pretty fun. Honestly. Ah. I feel like there's always something missing through this. On reflection. I actually kind of forgot what happened there. Out of pretty much, and this is the sweetest part out of everything. Thank you, dear player, for enjoying our story and of friendship and literature. It was nice and fun, really. Made with love by Team. So this feels like not a horror game anymore. Yeah, cool. Aww. They look so amazing in those pictures. Ah. They're so different. I feel like they're such different people. Character discrepancy. Having run the control simulation for a while, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna read this one later. I didn't know this was already the end. Okay, now everyone make a funny face. Yuri is always a different one. Hmm, it's so cute. Now I feel lonely. Wait, is there something more? No? Oh, this! Artwork drawn by Sat Finch all of the sides. Bro! Wow! I didn't know someone would have to take a time to do this. This is so great! Okay. I honestly got caught off guard. Which I didn't know there's gonna be like the end credits, or I didn't know if I was really at the very peak of the end of the game. But we still have more to do, and I really love how everything turned out. Really, um, it really shows all of the values that most of the time it really emotionally hits me because I've been going to this through the same struggle through to as them. That's why I would end up having so much insight, so much thoughts that I would have in mind, which makes me want to relate it to it more. I'm not sure about any one of you, but if you feel the same thing as I feel the same way throughout this, then that's great. That's great, really. That's really a great feeling to sink in for every once in a while. Um, okay, so I don't think we would have anything to do, and I wouldn't really want to ruin the mood since we have gone through all the non-horrific thing sides about DDLC plus, and I gotta say this is really different. Like I want to reiterate to the fact where the side story world just feels like it's another universal event since all the four acts would have been taken over by Monica and she would have to quote unquote ruin it. And it's just sad really that it always has to end up this way when ever since the main character would be there and like Monica hasn't been also aware to the side stories as well. I still don't get it now why. It's just really great, but going into the very original run, which is like which I'm pretty sure um it's like the unreal part or something that yeah, everything just falls apart in most of the time. Yeah, okay. Okay, let me read this mail first since we got over like 66% of data. Live Moosey and Tyler May Group do not use character discrepancy. Having to run the control simulation for a while, it's evident that a certain character is missing from any mention or appearance. This makes me speculate that Monica's meddling is less clumsy than we think, because she would have had to manufacture this character, quote unquote, herself as a way to forcing interaction between her and the user. Couldn't that be why the character has such limited and dissonant personality traits? Or am I reading too much into this? I'll open an issue to start tracking info and observations on the anomaly of this character appearing. Uh, Wait, so why does it come off that way? Where Monica is all going cuckoos, and why does it have to be Monica again? Okay, I think I'm glitched out. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Having run the control simulation, certain character missing from any mention or appearance, because she would have to manufacture this character herself as a way for first. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. Hold on. As a way to forcing interaction, manufacture this character meddling. And wait, what is this about the side stories? Uh huh. So Monica wasn't like doing anything to this in the side story world, right? It's a part of the butterfly effect from some of Monica's more fundamental changes, or is it a result of her just messing around with the? Oh no. Okay, hold on. So if I'm keeping track, we have what, like five different. Okay, someone. Okay, all right. I think I've been reading this too much. We've been streaming this for about an hour, and I think I don't want to ruin the mood much more, even more further, since we already got to the pretty much all of the new content possible from this game, from the extended version of the game, and I think it's better if we make another stream this Thursday where we have to go through the original run of the game again and then we have to experience the horrors that are going to await us, which it's going to be right around the corner the more we would go to it. Yeah. We wouldn't really want to ruin the mood much more, and I think it's fine if we should end it this way. So I'm really sorry that I had to do that, but yeah, I think it should be this way. I don't want to ruin the mood. Everyone's just so happy. Everyone was just feeling all cheered up. So many character developments happening, and I just feel like I don't want to. I just feel like I don't want to go to the original game for yeah. I just don't feel. So, all right, I'm gonna be ending this one here, and I'm really sorry if the last stream didn't actually go well, like it abruptly ended because of the Wi-Fi. But everything seems to be fine now. We got the router back and all. Some technician had any chance to fix it, and yeah, everything's fine and dandy. I'm glad that those miserable days are over, and I really want to thank each and every one of these people who have been in my journey still, even though that we're still not yet in the end. But I feel like finishing the entire original run of the game, which I'm not sure what we are going to go through. Really, are we gonna get more some of those more extra content? Are we gonna, some extra new content or dialogues? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure what we're getting into, but we still have more secrets to unlock, though. Some more pictures. I also noticed that, and we're halfway there to finish the game, and I'm really glad. I'm just really glad about this, and I also want to um the entire team who made this game possible, and pretty much any people that they would name on, who would never stop supporting them on the Doki Doki journey. Everything, it's just really cool. Honestly, it's just really cool. Okay, I think I've been moping around too much. I'm getting a little more mushy, and I think it's better to end this way for now. And we're gonna do this on Thursday, which I'm going to assume that's gonna be the last episode because we're gonna do um all the runs, like all the rest, we're just gonna squeeze out that what's left on the game. Pretty much that. So thank you so much for watching. I'm really sorry that it had to end this way, but I feel like it was short lived as well. But we had quite the adventure on reading up the side stories, and I'm really glad that I would get to know them, even though yeah, it feels like those people are. Yeah, I'll just stop right. So subscribe, leave a like. I don't know, really. It just feels wrong to say these things because I don't know why. I don't know why. But um, social media links down below description. By this Thursday, yeah, I'll see you this Thursday. I'm gonna be streaming. Hopefully, it's gonna be the last part because I wouldn't really want to play this game anymore further since I've been filling out my content with this one recently, and I wouldn't really want to just focus more on just Doki Doki and everything. I do any other content too. So stay tuned, turn the notifications, do whatever you want. Really, I'm not trying to obligate each and every one of you who is watching right now and you're hearing this part of the outro. And yeah, I just finished my milk cup. Come on. Okay. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you guys in the meantime. And I'm gonna be sleeping way early because I've been staying up for a lot, and we are about like 3 minutes before the midnight hour hits. So I'll better get going. This is getting really a bit awkward now. So bye, bye, everyone. Bye, everybody. Woo! Hope I can see you in